Hello and welcomes back everyone. Wolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic. Playing as Yevrà here, our apprentice, on our way to Kaas City to meet up with Lord Zash and discuss what she discovered, or what we discovered I should say, within the tomb of Naga Sadow. We've just travelled through the jungle valley and dealt with a personal challenge from a Mandalorian clan leader, and we're now continuing our journey towards Kaas City itself. We should probably consider getting a speeder of our own. When we get to Kaas City, I might spend a little bit of time looking into what speeders are available. For now, we have a new codex entry on the wilds. When the Sith discovered Dromund Kaas, it was an untamed jungle world, uninhabited by any sentient species. Over centuries, gleaming and orderly Imperial cities have spread to cover most of the planet, but stretches of harsh, untamed wilderness remain, populated by violent predators such as the Gundark and Jurgaran. The wilds separate Kaas City from its spaceport and are best navigated at a safe distance by speeder rather than on foot. We have some individuals who are staring at us rather nervously. I wonder what that's all about. They don't look like Imperial soldiers. Zakelm. These towers do not compare to the monuments of old. No, they probably don't, but they certainly serve a purpose. Hello, Sergeant.
Finally, someone who can keep their head in a crisis. Rebel slaves hit my team in the jungle. They stole weapons, supplies. As if that wasn't bad enough, the idiots ransacked our spires for parts. Without those components, we've got a lightning spire building up dangerous energy levels. It'll crater half of Kaas City if it blows.
What's a lightning spire?
They power Kaas City, converting lightning blasts into energy. Handy tech you'd never suspect could be the end of us. Most of my men ran off. Some tried to reclaim the spire parts, but the rebels cut them down. I came back here for reinforcements. We need to recover the components the rebels stole and get that lightning spire back online before it goes critical.
The rebel scum will wish they'd never touched the spires.
Excellent. I'll hold off raising the alarm for a while longer. The rebels are camped along the river. Blast them down, pry the stolen components from their hands, and then reinstall them at the spire. If the river runs red with rebel blood, I'll throw in something extra.
How very interesting. I wonder if those were rebels back there then. They were. But there is another location where the rebels are housed to the east. Before we go to gather the lightning spire components that the rebels have helped themselves to, there are another couple of developing situations where we could possibly involve ourselves.
Useless bureaucrats. Let them come here and do my job for a while. Forgive me, my lord. I didn't see you there. I'm Sergeant Mulcaris, 3rd Recon Company. Are you here about the bounty on the jungle predators?
What's happening here?
Well, the slaves are being slaughtered and nobody's doing anything about it. I've been in charge of protecting the slaves from predators since my superior was gored by one. There are too many beasts for us to handle. I requested assistance from Kaas City, but all they did was put a bounty on the jungle creatures, which hasn't helped us at all.
I'm not sure I see why not.
The only people who responded to the bounty were a pair of Mandalorians who promptly got themselves eaten. Poor slaves, I hear their screams when the creatures drag them away. Even off-worlders don't deserve to die like that. If you could thin out the predator population, it would make a huge difference for us.
If everything's settled, I'll be leaving.
If you kill the jungle predators, take the proof to Administrator Reese in Kaas City. She's paying the bounties on them.
So you have actually someone who cares about the welfare of the slaves of the Empire.
Every one of those jungle predators you can kill is a big help to this camp.
I suppose if his overseer, who's likely a Sith, has given his slaves a duty, a command to fulfill, and the slaves fail to complete it in prompt time, it'll be him who suffers. So it's in his best interest to keep his slaves working and in relatively good condition.
Sorry, Lord. I would find the supervisor for you, but talking to those spacers has already put me behind schedule. Ugh, that crew just wouldn't leave. They kept asking for supplies. Do I look like a quartermaster?
Were they asking for anything in particular?
I wasn't really listening. Maybe something about new uniforms. I sent them to the next camp over. Director Nashal there loves boasting about their superior equipment. So he can share it. I can give you the camp's location if you like.
Somebody needs to find out what's going on here.
There. It's not far. Hopefully you'll catch them before they leave.
Spacers asking about new uniforms. You really should have been paying attention. But we'll get to the bottom of this. The other camp truly isn't all that far away. In fact, it's right here. And that's a lot of dead Imperials. What happened here?
Finally, somebody armed. I couldn't do anything. It was a group of spacers. We were helping them and they attacked us. I ran in here when they shot Nashal, but I heard them talking. I think they're Republic spies.
Just tell me where these Republic agents went.
They ransacked the camp for supplies and uniforms, even stole identification off each body. Then they found one of our maps. We'd located a hidden cave at the bottom of the waterfall nearby. They could regroup there and shoot anyone who gets close.
Did you get a chance to count them?
Enough to slaughter my colleagues. That's all I know. We need our uniforms and IDs back. Our supplies reclaimed and those spies destroyed. Please. The security of the Empire is at risk.
So, who you believe to be Republic agents now have uniforms and IDs to gain access to Kaas City. Amazing. Simply amazing. Oh. Seems some of these individuals have stealth technology. Hopefully we can recover some of the uniforms intact.
Afgoodan Heifst.
Do like their throwing knives. Okay. We've retrieved all of the supplies we needed to retrieve.
Baru Jamunja.
Yeah, I've certainly... I like the idea of starting the focus on the corruption discipline. We've never really looked at a healing sorcerer for quite some time. And I used to really enjoy healing back when I used to do some PvP with sorcerers back in the day. So it's something I would like to relearn how to do. No doubt they've changed some of the abilities for a sorcerer, so I'll have to adapt accordingly. And of course I have played with both lightning and the madness discipline in the past. No doubt as we start learning some more of the esoteric abilities and pathways to power of the Sith, we'll go down the lightning discipline as well. As for our second combat style, I've yet to decide.
Our supplies. And the uniforms, too. I thought it would take a whole platoon to handle those infiltrators.
It's nothing worth shouting about.
Still, it couldn't have been easy. Thank you.
I'm contemplating level 21. Going down the path of the assassin as well. Though I have been playing as a Jedi Shadow of late with Caiaphas Cain, I've also been going down the path of the Jedi Guardian with Caiaphas as well. And either way, I would like a melee-focused secondary combat style. So it would either be the Sith Juggernaut. I mean, you also have the Marauder. But it would either be the Juggernaut or the Assassin. And the Assassin is rather tempting right now. Now, the slaves have set up a camp here. Let's see if any of them have the components from the Lightning Spire.
Afgoodan Hifst.
I'm considering the Assassin because then that would open up the possibility of having a tanking discipline available to Yevrà as well, in case in the future I feel like tanking. But it would also offer us the ability to make use of cloaking ourselves through the power of the Force. Plus, I quite enjoy playing as... I forgot what it would be known as. I know it's for Shadow, it's called Infiltration. But it would be the Assassin equivalent. Maybe Assassination? We have 2 of the 3 Lightning Spire components so far. Oh, and there's the 3rd. Of course, we still have the bounty on the jungle beasts we have yet to try and claim.
Afgoodan Hifst. So we need fine cat pelts and horns from Yosks.
reinstall these Spire components. Despite us being a slave for such a long time, we do have some technical ability.
Afgudan Heifst.
All of the pelts we are required to gather.
You can relax. I replaced the Spire components.
I was just about to call in evacuation orders for the city. Well done. The rebel slaves will think twice before tampering with Imperial property again.
A note on rebelling slaves. Brought from off-world by Lord Quet to build a massive monument to Quet's master Darth Vowron. These slaves quickly rebelled, seizing industrial drills to destroy an unfinished statue, and killing all who came to suppress their rebellion. Many theories abound as to how the rebellion started, and its duration suggests that other, more powerful parties have become involved in secretly supporting the rebellion. This is the largest slave rebellion in Dromund Kaas history, and second only to the rebellion led by Dakar Soul on Malachor V in the history of the Empire. Efforts have been made to contain the rebellion and keep it from spilling over into Kaas City. But the Dark Council has yet to act decisively on the matter, preferring to let the rebellion continue as a warning to over-ambitious Sith. And indeed, the rebels here, outside the Lightning Spire, aren't really the problem. There are a larger gathering of slaves near the unfinished statue that have become the major bane for Lord Quet and his followers.
Do you require medical attention? Be well.
A similar top. In fact, is it not the same as the one we have? I think it is, just in a different colour. Oh no, it's got... Maybe. Marginally different. And what is in this tarnished lockbox? A new battle skirt. And a new pair of boots. And in the Kaas City we go. There is another individual who would like to have a word. Before we speak to them, though, we have, of course, Kaas City. The capital city of the Imperial homeworld of Dromund Kaas is one part massive skyscrapers and one part impenetrable fortress. It is host to the citadel, where the Sith of the Dark Council and those who aspire to the Dark Council lord over their followers, and the headquarters of the Imperial military and Imperial Intelligence. Kaas City was founded by the first Sith to arrive on Dromund Kaas, who saw the gorges and ravines of the jungle world as the perfect place to build their eternal sanctuary. Over the following centuries, its population grew into the millions, proud Imperials working towards the glory of the Sith, and slaves submitting to Imperial will. Kaas City is also where the Emperor is believed to make his home, keeping a watchful eye on his empire.
A second of your time, please. Minder 20, Imperial Intelligence.
What exactly is Imperial Intelligence?
The information gathering and internal security arm of the Empire. We report to the Minister of Intelligence, who reports directly to the Dark Council. You're a new face on Dromund Kaas. That presents a unique opportunity and a small window in which to use it. I need you to meet a man. Go where he says and do what he asks. There's little danger, but you must not question him.
I've never played Spy before. Tell me where to go.
The man is named Manda, and he is in a local cantina. Tell him the Lord of Sorrow sent you. Good luck. We will not speak again.
How intriguing. We're being involved in intelligence games. How fun. I suppose it's always worth trying to make inroads with Imperial Intelligence. So much has changed since Kem was last on Dromund Kaas. The bastion of the Sith is glorious. I'm glad he thinks so. Welcome to the Nexus Room Cantina. Anything worth looking into while we're here? We have a group of interesting individuals.
So many beings, so afraid of coming to this planet when they could die far more easily on others.
How very true. Wonderful to meet you all.
Manda? The Lord of Sorrow sent me.
Listen carefully. I can say this once. A Chiss security officer stands at the bank. Hand him this gambling chip. He will give you a small item and further instructions. Now walk away casually.
Okay. Let's go find this Chiss security officer. We don't see many Chiss in the Empire. They are still a rather elusive species. One of the few species that has not truly been subjugated by the Sith Empire as well. Makes them rather unique. We have a lore object here on Galactic Strongholds. If we ever learn about if we want to build our own like residence here. There are various worlds where you can purchase housing for your characters.
I have a gambling chip for you.
And I have a package for you. Do not open it. Better if you don't even look at it. There is an NK line droid. I'll show you where to find it. The package goes there. Long live the Emperor.
Indeed, long live the Emperor. There is another lore object here, I believe. We'll leave that lore object for now, as I believe it may become more relevant later. Regarding an ancient Sith Lord.
I have a package for you.
For me? How wonderful. And I, in turn, have something for you, to show appreciation. If we have not caught the Republic's attention with this sequence, they simply aren't paying attention. Empire forever.
Indeed. Hopefully find out what Imperial Intelligence have concocted with that little routine. And since we're here anyway, let's go find this administrator. Hand over the various trophies we have gathered.
What is that disgusting stench? Oh, by the stars, what are you doing with all those rotting animal parts? No offense, my lord. I'm not sure what's going on. Why would you bring all these carcasses into my office?
I got what you wanted.
You did this for the bounty on jungle predators. I didn't expect anyone to be this thorough. The Empire is, grateful for the extraordinary lengths you went to. Enjoy your reward. I'll take these beast parts and put them anywhere but here. Thank you for your help.
I
hope this office stops smelling like jungle carrion.
Well, maybe you should do more about it than just putting a bounty reward on them, maybe. Like, assign more troops to watch over the slaves. 1, to protect them. 2, to keep them in line. There is one other quest we can look at before we go meet with Lord Zash. A quest I sometimes ignore. But we will approach this individual.
Seven brutal, bloody murders. 7! And the killer is allowed to walk free? Decent, law-abiding citizens, loyal servants of the Emperor are being slaughtered. And what do our security forces do? Nothing. I've seen the killer myself, but the authorities say I don't have enough proof. I demand justice!
That's big talk for a worm like you.
I must be heard. I'm the only one who knows the truth. Several days ago, I spotted a bounty hunter following people seemingly at random, but pointing a strange device at them. The descriptions of the murder victims exactly match the people the hunter was following. He's behind these brutal killings, I know it.
I admire any killer who leaves so faint a trail.
Ah, but he didn't elude detection, my lord. I saw him, and now I'll make certain everyone knows his name. I followed the killer this morning. Saw him skulking into the Mandalorian enclave. Someone called him by name, Rennigan. This bounty hunter must learn the Empire doesn't tolerate gutter scum like him killing its citizens. He needs to be punished.
You'll notice that the dialogue, or the dialogue we get, is not exactly what sometimes comes out of our character's mouth. That is true for a lot of BioWare games. We may sometimes have to escape out of a conversation if we feel that the words our character is saying is not quite reflective of how we want to respond. Suffice to say, it's an interesting tale this citizen has told us. Other Dromund Kaas citizens being killed, and the only link is a bounty hunter who was pointing a strange device at them. Later only for them to turn up dead. We have the Spires of Victory. Another lore object here. This strange suspended monument was commissioned by the late Dark Council member Darth Gorgos in celebration of the Empire's victorious return to the galaxy and the sacking of Coruscant. It is the work of the Empire's finest engineers and took 300 slaves to build. The cascading prisms symbolize both the ascendancy of the Sith and the downfall of their enemies. The split centerpiece that supports the edifice represents the Emperor. Darth Gorgos was murdered by her apprentice before the statue was finished, but her successor oversaw its completion. Let us go locate this Rennigan. See what they have to say for themselves.
Destination? Enjoy your stay.
We have a new codex entry on the citadel itself. We'll have a look at that in a moment.
I've got a shuttle to catch. You mind getting out of my way?
Fleeing the scene of your crimes, Rennigan.
Just my luck. 10 seconds later and I would have been off this blasted planet. You've been listening to Wrightson. Great. Listen, I didn't murder anybody. I was just hired to tag some random citizens, that's all.
You didn't ask why you were hired to tag random people.
I got instructions, not explanations. Seemed harmless at the time. I had no idea my clients would kill those people. I was hired by a group of Sith to organize games for them. Didn't realize what that meant until bodies started piling up. When I confronted them, they laughed. Said Sith have a birthright to hunt lowlives. It's like a sport to them.
So, what now?
I'm not taking the blame for something I didn't do. I'm in over my head and too many people are watching me now. So I can't even leave. I need help, and I'm willing to pay for it. You interested?
Tell me what I can do for you.
I just want this problem to go away. And I only see two ways for that to happen. Either get rid of the loudmouth pointing fingers at me, or end that sick game the Sith are playing.
I'll eliminate the man who sent me. Never liked him anyway.
Poor scum. Should have minded his own business. Take this hunter tag. Use it on that nosy scumbag. He'll become my client's new target. When you're done, come back here, and I'll have your payment ready.
Unfortunate for this concerned citizen.
Ready for departure. Enjoy your stay.
In fairness, we could in turn tag the playful Sith acolytes. The problem with that being we don't know who they're connected to. We may end up making more enemies, more powerful enemies, than we'd wish to at this stage. Not that I truly care about Renegan's payment.
Destination? Enjoy your stay.
You tagged that screaming idiot, huh? Only a matter of time before the Sith pounce on him. It's not gonna be pretty. Doesn't bother you getting that guy killed?
I'm sure he's guilty of some crime somewhere.
You've got a dark way of looking at the world. I'm not happy, but it was either him or me. He should have kept his mouth shut. Here, this is every credit I have. Thanks for the help.
Uh-huh. Not a problem. Level 22. We have the entrance to the Mandalorian enclave here. Of course, we can look at the citadel here. The citadel stands at the heart of Kaas City, a monument to the Sith Empire's strength and home to its most powerful Dark Lords. The Ministries of War, Intelligence, and Logistics are all headquartered here, along with a Mandalorian enclave. The Emperor's Dark Council gathers to meet in the Citadel when not on the Sith holy world of Korriban. The original Citadel mimicked the designs of Korriban's Sith Academy and the Great Citadel on Ziost, but it was destroyed 400 years ago when two members of the Dark Council fought an ancient Sith duel known as a Kagath on its grounds. The duel was a draw, and both of the combatants were executed by the remaining Dark Council members, who oversaw the rebuilding of the Citadel in its current form. And of course we have the enclave here, and the entrance to Imperial Intelligence on the far side. And here, of course, is the entrance to the Sith Sanctum. We should go see Lord Zash. What I may do is take a break here, and when we come back, we will greet her at long last.
In Belaraitis, Pulenais, Lake is Afar Pulen.
Why don't we take a break over here for a moment? The Sith Sanctum. The Sanctum is the heart of the Sith Order on Dromund Kaas, where lords gather and where the Dark Council meets when not on the Imperial burial world of Korriban. The Emperor himself is believed to have chambers in the Sanctum's lower levels, though none save the Council and the Imperial Guard are allowed into its depths. The original Citadel, like the Sith Academy on Korriban, was off limits to everyone but the Sith. After the Citadel was rebuilt, the headquarters of the 3 Imperial ministeries were added. More recently, the Mandalorian Enclave was given a wing within the sprawling building. As a result, chambers in the Sith Sanctum have become an increased source of conflict and backstabbing among aspiring Sith. A place within the Sith Sanctum signifies aspirations to the Dark Council, or a prominent role in the direct governing of Dromund Kaas. Simply put, if you have quarters here, you are considered very powerful within the Empire. And considering Lord Zash does have quarters here and we are her apprentice, by lieu of her position, we have quite a lot of potential power as well. But we'll go speak to our master next time. Thank you all for joining me once again with even more Star Wars The Old Republic. As always, feel free to leave a comment if you so wish, and hopefully I'll see you for even more next time. Until then though, take care. Bye bye now.